Hey everybody, it's Booster Pack Reveal. In this video, I'll be analyzing NBA Top Shot Subscribers Collection Episode 2. Before I continue this video, I just want to remind everyone that this is not financial advice. Please do your own research and invest at your own risk. This is for entertainment purpose only. For those who don't know, I go by the Top Shot user ID Early Adopter. You guys can find me on the NBA Top Shot Discord channel with the same user ID. Alright, so let's just get into this video. So before I continue this, I just want to go over the first episode that I did. It seems to be liked by everyone, and I'm going to continue doing these videos. I've noticed that a lot of people made comments on my video page and posting their user ID. That's not the place where that's not where you should be posting your ID. If you go to the my homepage under community, there's a section called would you be interested in seeing me do video reviews. You have to leave your Top Shot ID under this section here, under the comment section. So if you click on this, you can type in your user ID. I usually sort it by the newest first, and then I start from the bottom up, so I go by that order. So I already have this window open, and the first person I'm going to be doing the review on is Dylan_. So I'm going to go through these really quickly. I'm only going to do 10 at a time. So obviously the market is always changing each day, and some of the stuff that I mentioned might not be applicable by then. So yeah, like, I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just reviewing your portfolio and just telling you what I think about it. Okay, so the first person we'll start with is Dylan. So we're going to go to evaluate.market, and we're going to search up his name here, Dylan. Okay, so Dylan. So this is not bad so far, because I can tell right away you're a new user, and you received a Seeing Stars pack, so that's pretty good. Let's see what you got. You got Jason Tatum. I would definitely hold on to this one here, because there's not going to be any more Jason Tatum minted, so there's only 10,000 limited edition. If you're new to NBA Top Shot and you need a trophy player to hold, this would be your trophy player. So I would hold on to it, especially if it's worth $200. And yeah, your return on investment is pretty good so far at 40%. Your profit and loss is at 108 positive and $376. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through your list here. I noticed that you bought Kawhi at 159, and it did drop. So this one is not a big deal. So I want to just explain to you that this Kawhi moment is his 10,000 points. So this is something I would definitely hold on to. And usually, like, the newer moments that will come out will be a lot higher in circulation count. So your 15,000 is great for a long-term hold. Like, remember, this whole channel, anyone who's on my channel should know that this is all about investing and not short-term trading, right? So obviously I am biased towards long-term, because that's how my strategy is. It's always long-term, right? I'm always thinking about years ahead, not like in the next day or a week or in a few weeks, right? So yeah, you have a decent portfolio here. Like, you got Jason Tatum, you got Kawhi, and you were able to get a pack. So you got a lot of value for your packs, right? And you got a Joel Embiid, that's pretty solid. You got OG, which is pretty solid too. Yeah, so it looks like you have two of the Valanciunas, right? So this is good. You have the 15,000 one. So you're obviously going to hold one of them, and you're probably going to sell the next one to probably fund your next pack once it appreciates over time, right? So we're still early in the game. By the end of the year, like, most of these stuff will probably appreciate and be consumed by a lot of the collectors on NBA Top Shot. Just remember that there are 15,000, right? And there are roughly over 500,000 users that registered. So just think about it, right? Like, 15,000 versus 500,000 user. There's going to be someone out there that's going to buy it. Okay, so yeah, your portfolio is pretty decent. Right now, I wouldn't do anything. I would just probably hold and just wait for the next pack. Just honestly, there's not much you can do but just hold, right? So don't feel like you need to do something like buy or sell or trade or flip, right? There's no need for that, to be honest. It's like, it's just unnecessary, and like, you're just gonna profit a few bucks. So it's like, honestly, it's not worth it. So you're doing good so far. You're in a positive, and I'm pretty sure you didn't spend too much money in NBA Top Shot. But yeah, you're fine right now, in my opinion. Okay, next person is, let me just close this window. So we finished Dylan. Now we're at Michael 04. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this one. Okay, it's a bigger portfolio, around 56.96, and wow, like you have a huge profit margin here, and you're 322%, not bad, and you got 28 moments. Okay, wow, you have such a really good start right now with a LeBron James from a pack, and you're holding on to that. That's perfect, and you got a good low serial. That's desirable in the future for people who care about serials. You got a Tyler Hero from the Rising Star, amazing. Wow, this is like right off the bat, you have such a great start right now as a collector. You got Kevin Durant at 168. So I'm assuming you bought this in January or something like that, because the price was that low at that time. So yeah, this is pretty solid. You got Luka, amazing, from a pack. You're like keeping them, and then you have, and it looks like you bought a Zion for $68, and they appreciate a lot. So it seems like you know what you're doing right now. I'm not going to say much about it because I noticed that you have duplicates of certain moments, and I'm assuming you're holding it and most likely try to sell it later. So this is great. Okay, good stuff. Soon, in the next few videos, I might introduce like a rating system in terms of how I rate people's portfolio. Maybe I could actually start now, like based on what I see in this portfolio. If I had to rate between 1 and 10, I would give it an 8 out of 10. So you're doing really well. So good job. Okay, and like yeah, you're even despite like the price drops, you're still in the profits, right? Except for the Karl Anthony Towns. Like what, I took a hit on that too. It's not a big deal. And like I wouldn't worry about like the negative on that, because like over time the price will increase. So no worries about that. Okay. All right, next one is Lil Guillotine. Okay, so right off the bat, you are in a negative, which is not a big deal. It happens. You can't really time like the market perfectly, especially when you get in. And it looks like you purchased some of these moments from the Seeing Stars set. So you do have Donovan Mitchell. He's a great player. He's really good with in his games right now. So yeah, it's a good player to hold. Nikola, you got that. That's a pretty good hold. Like you're only down like what, 53, 36. That's nothing, right? That can be easily raised in terms of floor levels. Because remember, there's only 10,000 of them, right? So it's gonna go up like eventually, right? It'll go up faster than the 35,000. I can tell you that. So those 35,000 moments will take a longer time to appreciate versus the lower counts here, which is 10,000 here. And yeah, so far you have a solid portfolio. A lot of Series 2. I don't see any Series 1, but I understand that you have a low amount of money invested, so I wouldn't worry too about Series 1. Some people have to stick to Series 2, especially if it's not in their budget. It's not a big deal because at least you're ahead of the people who join in Series 3, right? So yeah, not bad. I would rate this portfolio. I would say I would give it a you have a good decent amount of 19, especially for the value of your total account. I would give it maybe a 6. I was just hoping to see like quality players like Luka, LeBron, Steph Curry's. It's always good to have those top players. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice a few other like smaller players for quality ones, just because they appreciate faster and you can liquidate them easier if you want to trade them in for other stuff. So yeah, I give this like a 6 out of 10. So I hope you don't take any offense to that. It's always good to diversify and have star players. I always look for those. Okay, so next person is lefraudlames. I can't pronounce that, but sure, whatever. Let's go ahead and look at this. Okay, so we got a bigger portfolio at $15,469. You were slightly in the minus 7% ROI. It's not a big deal. You got 106 moments, which is pretty good. You're in the 100 club, based on the NBA Top Shot Discord channel. and yeah, 1,000 loss, but it's not a big deal. Like honestly, you probably have better gains in other moments. It's just like your total like loss is not a big deal. It's all spread out, right? So right off the bat, you have Kevin Durant. It looks like you purchased this recently for 6.99, so that's a good deal in my opinion. You got Mitchell Robinson, Steph Curry, so you got some decent players, and it looks like you were able to get a Rising Star pack. Congratulations on that. Those are hard to get, and you already got some free money there. 5.99 for Brandon Clark. You got Rui, not bad. So it looks like you purchased this from Series 1. That's actually pretty smart. Like I'm actually a big fan of Rui just because he has a huge fan base in Japan. He has the entire country that's rooting for him, and I think there's also another Japanese player for the Raptors. I don't remember how to pronounce it. I think it's Watanabe or something like that. So I think there's two Japanese players right now in the NBA. So you got a mix of Series 1s here, not bad. So yeah, your portfolio is pretty diverse in my opinion. You got some good star players here as well. Nice. You got the Ja Morant, the 7500 LU version, Zion, Kevin Durant. Yeah, your portfolio is pretty diverse. So I would rank yours in the 8 out of 10. So and you're also like top 2%. That's pretty good. Okay, next person. So how many is that so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got AndOne. Okay, wow. This is a big portfolio. It's actually bigger than mine right now. So I'm pretty impressed. 0. 0.3. So I'm assuming you probably joined really early, probably in November or December, just based on the count valuation. And you have 189 moments with 536% return on investments. And yeah, you have a good profit and loss. So in the green, which is 146,293. So that's pretty good. And yeah, you got the Series 1 LeBron, pretty solid. You got the Series 1, another Series 1 LeBron. So you got some really good, solid players here. I always recommend people to have a LeBron in their portfolio. It's like, honestly, it's a must as a collector. It's like saying, like, if you're in Pokemon, you want a Charizard, right, in your collection. So yeah. Like I'm not gonna go through all of his stuff, but yeah, like I'm actually glad you got the LaMelo. It looks like you bought it at 5,000, but took a little bit of a short-term like loss, unrealized loss. So it's not a big deal. I see this price going up a lot higher in a few years, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, like this portfolio is really good. I'm pretty impressed. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but I can just give this portfolio a 9 out of 10. So this is pretty good. All right, next person. So that's a great portfolio, AndOne. Good job. I think it's probably better than mine, in my opinion. Okay, so CoCal68. Let's take a look at your portfolio. Okay, so you're slightly down, minus 24%. Not a big deal. It's just short-term drop. Over time, it'll like appreciate as long as you don't keep trading or making like bad decisions when it comes to your account. So you got Devin Booker as your top two players with Bradley Beal. You got the Cool Cats. Okay, cool. You bought them at a cheap price. That's pretty smart because I've seen the bottom around this area. I haven't seen it drop further than that. So yeah, like over time, this is gonna appreciate. So that's pretty smart on your end, in my opinion. And right now with the Cool Cats Master Challenge, a lot of people bailed out of it just because of the Rising Star with the LaMelo. Some people don't think it's worth doing the Master Challenge for the LaMelo dunk. I just have to stick through it, even though it's gonna cost me a bit. But I just want to collect and finish the entire set for Cool Cats. That's my goal as a collector. So yeah, like you got some great players here. I know like some of this stuff you probably took a hit on it, but it's not a big deal. You can't really time, the market. No one can always be in the positive, so it just takes time. Like give it a few months and you'll probably see all these back in the green, right? So yeah, you got a really decent portfolio here, and yeah, I would probably give this portfolio a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So not bad. Good job. Keep it up. I just like to see maybe you could trade in a few players for a higher quality moment. That's just my opinion, but you don't have to listen to me. And like I said, this is not financial advice. But it's always good to have one of those top rare moments, even if it's in Series 2. It's not a big deal, right? If you can't afford Series 1. Okay, so we got Kobemamba. You invested $0 and you have 70 plus moments. So that kind of seems suspicious to me, in my opinion. Let's see your account. Okay, so it looks like you got a lot of packs. So interesting. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, so you just basically bought a whole bunch of packs and got these moments. You probably sold some just to buy this Karl Anthony Towns. You got Terrence Ross from Series 1. Okay, so you got a lot of Series 1 stuff. That's pretty good. And you look like you're doing that. Like you can easily sell these for packs, right? So if I see a lot of people use that technique where they buy multiples of a player moment and let it appreciate and use those profits to invest in other things. Okay, so not bad. This is a good portfolio. It looks like you just got all these from packs, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, this is not bad. Your portfolio is pretty solid. You got 74, a good ROI. I'd probably give you like a 7 out of 10. I just like to see, well, the fact that you didn't like put more money into like the market where you got most of the different packs, I think that's pretty impressive. So let me go back to your top moments. So you know what? I actually I changed my mind. You're more of like an 8 out of 10. So I'll give you an 8. Not bad. Good stuff. Muhzaky, let's see what you have here. Okay, so you're minus 10. Just a slight loss, not a big deal. Your portfolios are pretty decent at 12,635, and you got that LaMelo. Congratulations on buying it for 4,000. That's a good price that you got in at. I got mine's at 4,500. You got LeBron. Well, you got a few LeBrons, Kevin Durant. Having a Series 2 Kevin Durant is a must in a portfolio. So good job on that. You got Luka, Steph Curry. So you seem like you know what you're doing. You have a lot of good star players here, and like this is pretty solid in my opinion. Okay, I would give you a 8 out of 10 for your portfolio, and I like the fact that you have LaMelo Ball as your star moment in your collection. So this will definitely appreciate a lot in the next few years. It's good stuff. Okay, so where are we at? So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna end off at Surfer. So the Thefinity is next. Like just going through everyone's portfolio is so interesting. Like their collection, just because everyone has like a different approach, different style when it comes to investing and collecting, and then you get to see. You just get to see it from every perspective, right? From a small collector to a big collector to someone who just, just put a little bit more money than others. So it's nice to see these type of portfolios. All right, so let's get to it. So you're at minus 30%. This is probably the most that I've seen under so far in the last 10 people I reviewed. 83. So it looks like you just got most of the stuff from packs, basically, or it looks like you purchased it. So you have 7. So it doesn't look like you got any packs. You purchased all 7 of your moments. So this is probably your, Okay, so you got 2 from packs. So I'm assuming you probably like just sold a few and just use that money to buy other moments. And this is not bad. You got some very good players here. You got Damian Lillard. You got Tyrese. This is good. I always emphasize on having a rookie in your collection, but this is like the new one. So I'm assuming you got it from the I'm assuming the Seeing Stars or something like that, and then you probably sold it to buy other stuff. So I'm not sure if you even have more in your account. You're probably waiting to buy something else, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, so this is a decent portfolio. I would give this maybe a 5 out of 10. I just like to see. Well, I can't really say much because this is a very small account, so it's still growing. Like it takes time. So yeah, just keep at it, and good job on like holding some of these 15,000 LEs, especially with all these newer moments that are coming out that are in 35,000 range. So good job on that. Okay, so the last person is a Surfer. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is a bigger account here with $26,189, 12,000 in profits, 85% in ROI. So not bad. And you got 56 moments here, and I'm really happy to see lamellos. Like every time I see a collection with lamello, I'm like, yes, this person knows what they're doing, right? So you definitely bought this. You didn't get this from a pack, so it seems like you probably traded in a few moments for it. And then you got some Series 1 MGLEs. So that's like I haven't seen any MGLEs from Series 1 yet based on my review. So good job. And it looks like you got it from a pack. So it looks like you did start probably like before, definitely in November, December maybe. Because the fact that you got from a pack, it shows that, yeah, you were there at that time. And yeah, that pack paid off. Like you got your Larry Nance Jr., $22.99. It's amazing how I appreciate that much from a pack. And you got your LeBrons for Series 2. Good job on having those two. And you got a good price. You probably bought it like early January for these ones. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, and I like how you have a lot of Series 1 stuff too, which is very solid. Like having a Series 1 as a collector is so important, because those are the ones that are going to appreciate the most in the next few years. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of it, but you have a great portfolio. I would say your portfolio would be like a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. And I'm just happy to see that you actually have a lamello. It's always impressive to see people with lamellos, because it kind of shows that they know where the price is headed for lamello. So yeah, that's the last person. So I'll continue this list going up. And if you guys, haven't added your name there, please feel free to do it. This is a great time for me to do this, especially during the down times of the Top Shot. Sometimes when there's no packs to release, the space gets, quiet. So I'm going to try to produce these type of videos just to keep everyone entertained, and also try to give you my personal input on your portfolio and the way I see it. But yeah, I'm going to just try doing these ranking systems out of 10, and I'm not going to give you guys financial advice on what to do after I give you a review. Just keep on collecting and enjoy the whole experience with NBA Top Shot. And yeah, like we're just holding this for the long run, right? So everything will pay off if you hold everything long. It's just a game of patience, right? So alright, so that brings the end to my video. I hope you guys really like this. Don't forget to hit the like button. That helps with my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.